Welcome to this video. In this video, we will have a quick interview with Kristian Bokneberg, one of the guys who's gotten inside of Buro. We will look at his story going from being a part nursing assistant and part security guy back in Norway up until where he is now, where he has the ability to travel the world and is currently in Spain, if I'm not mistaken, is coming down to like our Buro colony down here in Montenegro, and he's doing some really cool shit. So I think it would be just cool to sit down here and have a talk through it. So, Christian, to start from one end, what did you initially envision yourself doing when you were growing up? What did you think that you would do when you became older?
When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be a police officer, fireman, like basically everything. And I really wanted it. I did really good in school, in the high school, for example. And then I started to get a job. I did the job. And when I was at the job, I was thinking, I don't want to do this like 9 to 5 every day. It was really hard, and like you earn around, if you have a full time, $2,500 every month by doing 8 hours of work every day. And then I decided to, okay, this is not something I want to do. I want to get into the entrepreneur lifestyle. So in the beginning, I wanted just to do a normal job. Then I found out I can do online business.
Hmm. Interesting. So, like, from how long did it take you from actually going into nursing to figuring out that that was not something that you wanted to do anymore? Like, how was the thought process from you as of getting in there and like the different stages that got you to like become, as society would call you, crazy for going away from it?
So it's like it started maybe after 6 months because the first 6 months I really loved the job. It was a really given job I had. I do miss it, of course, but like when the freedom I have now and the privilege I have with Buro, it's much more value in that. So the 2 first months I really loved the job. That like I could work double shifts every day. And then from the third month to fourth month, I started to realize that I don't need to do double shifts because I don't earn that big amount difference. And then the fifth to sixth month, I realized, okay, I don't get so much. The amount of work I do here, I don't get paid enough to do it. Okay. So then I realized, okay, I need to do something else. For example, I looked up at YouTube for online businesses, found a lot of ideas, but I never started because I was too scared to do it.
Yeah, and what types of businesses did you go into? Were you into
Uh,
dropshipping? I think
yeah,
I.
I was into drop shipping, and that was actually the one that accelerated me to forward this idea with the entrepreneur life. So I started, and I think this was in September 2021. Yeah, 2021. I would just finish high school. I decided to have I don't want to go to university. I will have 1 year with only doing work and try to do entrepreneur lifestyle. Decided in September I wanted to start my own store. I did dropshipping. I failed, I think it was 6, 7 times with the store. And then the eighth time, I did successfully make a store. And the first week we had 5,000 in revenue.
Hmm.
And then I was like, okay, I just like I made money in the sleep. I made more twice 2 months with job as a nursing assistant while sleeping. And I was like, okay, this is something I want to do.
Hmm, cool. Yeah, I hear that from a lot of people who get into this industry that it's like you get over this first this first bump where you realize that ah shit, this actually works. This is
Mm,
legit because people see like people like us talking all the time online and stuff, but it's hard to really see it as a real thing until you've actually like gotten your first dollars into your bank account, which comes purely from your own efforts. So I
Mm.
think that's is really cool that you saw that at that point. Like, what led you to the point where you started looking up what we were doing in Buro?
So when I did the drop shipping, it was in September, and I suddenly saw one day an ad on Facebook actually. And it was like, we are searching business consultants. Are you the one we need?
Mm,
He is expanding a team, and I was like, okay. I've seen a lot of ads about this, and I was like, okay, let's give it one shot. I applied. I got an interview. We had the interview next week, and now I'm inside of Buro. Actually, I've been here almost 1 year now.
mm. Yeah. Yeah, so like you were one of the guys who got in, was it October last
Yeah,
year?
it was in October, so I was pretty much in the early stage of Buro.
Hmm. Yeah, so you're one of the, I think you were one of the first like maybe 20, 25 people who
No,
got it.
I think I was actually the I think it was the number 11th or 12th
Oh,
person.
really?
Yeah, so I remember like I don't remember who the last person before me that came in, but it was in the beginning because we started or you guys started Bureau in August, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started in August, and the period there we were, or we still are, of course, we were extremely picky with like the first people that we would get in because those would be the first people that we have publicly with us right now as you're sitting here because of just like the launch of what we were at that time doing in Bureau from our transit from just doing agency work and selling programs to B2B businesses.
Mm,
So your entrance was, you know, one of the very first ones, and it's really cool to see like the I often think about it like in hindsight when I sit and have these calls, like the importance of actually doing that process properly, like with
mm.
you. That, like, as for example, you said you got into an interview, and you said it kind of careless that you got into an interview, like with, and then we're sitting here, but you were one of the very few people that we actually like bothered to talk to at that period because of course, as you said, you'd already been starting with dropshipping, you'd already made some money, so you already showed some like signs of talent. And
Mm.
I think that at the time, I can't remember what I was thinking a year ago, but I think that was what really intrigued us about like actually getting you to the point where we would invite you to get a spot in the team. But since that point, Christian, what have you been doing inside of Buro? What changed when you actually were invited and got to start working on our stuff?
The thing that changed is I got a big network to work with. We are a team of 60 people now, around that.
Mm.
And it's like just a big family. And the projects I have gotten from Bureau has been different kind of things actually. So one of them is appointment setting, really simple work. I started to do that when we were on the vacation in Turkey.
Yeah, or the business trip, like
The the
vacation
bus-
is
the the,
bad
the,
word
bus-
for
the business trip,
workation.
workation. And then now I started my own social media marketing agency and are currently working with some inside bureau work that well, all members will have access to soon.
Yeah, yeah, you're doing some interesting things inside of Buro that
Yeah.
uh, come out over time. As you are one of the early people inside of Buro, like new opportunities have arisen for you
Mm,
as just like creating more work for people inside. So if I understand it correctly, like you did your drop shipping before you got into Buro,
yeah.
and with the transfer of actually like getting to be involved in Buro, getting that invite, you've leveraged mostly just like the different work that Buro has facilitated, because that's like again one of the reasons why like people tell me all the time like why don't you have more people into Buro? Like why don't you like get more people in out of the hundreds that apply every month? And I'm like Nah, like we facilitate work. We have people working together. As like when you got in, imagine a time there where you get in and there's like other people in Buro who does horrible jobs on projects and
Mm,
everything just gets messy. So that's like the reason why, because then we have people like you coming in and you're the one facilitating work for other people right now. And since we've made sure that it's you, not some other guy that doesn't have the same quality, then we make sure that Buo is what it is today. So
mm,
that's really cool to hear that, like, you've gotten all that way and now you're facilitating things, and it's just a really cool to see the journey like full on, like talking to you a year later.
that is.
So,
It's
what are you currently doing, lifestyle wise?
sorry, can you repeat that?
What are you currently doing lifestyle wise? Because you said you did like nursing, you worked double shifts and stuff. What do you do?
Mm. Currently now I'm just doing the laptop lifestyle. Working on projects on the Mac every day, having daily meetings, and just traveling actually. Now I'm currently in Alicante in Spain, and I'm going to Montenegro in 12 days. Yeah, and then afterwards we will go on a workation in Turkey.
Yeah,
So currently just traveling a lot, and because of this opportunity with Buro, we get the privilege to actually like move around the world and just work wherever we want and whenever we want.
mm,
So I can do the work I could do in Norway, the same I could do in Spain.
yeah, yeah. But you prefer Spain?
Yeah, I prefer Spain. It's like 26 degrees outside now, so it's really nice.
Yeah, can't complain with that. Christian, what's your goals for the upcoming years? Say the next 5 years. What do you see yourself doing at that point?
Where I see myself in the next 5 years, I probably, hopefully, and I will own three different businesses. I would own one in real estate. I would own a big social media marketing agency, and a third one where I will do coaching inside of Buro to get more people coached to achieve the freedom or privilege you get from Buro. And in if we're more detailed about the like real estate and the SMMA is I want in 5 years in the SMMA I would have 150 to 200 clients. That's the goal.
Mm,
And the real estate, I want to own a lot of apartments in many different countries, like hundreds of them. So it will be nice to see the progress now the next 5 years.
yeah, it will be a really interesting ride. Uh,
Yeah, it will really be.
Yeah, to wrap it up, because I like this question because it's funny. Like after you have like talked about your new ambitions, sir. Let's say we speak to Christian, which is like in his 14, 15-year-old, his years around that time, thinking that he wants to be a nurse. What do you think that young Christian would think of Christian today doing, as you say, laptop lifestyle?
Yeah. So if I were to talk with 14, 15 years old Christian right now, I think he would be really shocked about what I do now. Like I didn't go to university. I quit my job, and now I'm currently traveling, owning my own business. It would be stunning for a 14, 15-year-old Christian. Like, yeah, he would never believe I would do that today. So, and he would probably be really proud also because he took the leap of faith to actually do this, and his friend didn't stop him because that's the dumb thing about the society today. Like no one is willing to go outside of the normal lifestyle because the friends and family say, "Oh, you need to go to university. You need to get a real job." And like now, I'm not planning to go back to the same lifestyle I had before with the going to school and have a normal 9 to 5 job. And that was kind of my roadblocks, but I was like, I can't care about them because like they are stopping me from giving my full opportunity in entrepreneur style lifestyle. And yeah, so after I quitted caring about what they do, I sit here, have my own business in Spain, and just traveling.
Hard to not be pleased with that situation.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Because then I think this has been a really cool chat, and I hope that everyone watching here feel like they got to know you a little bit better. So, by that, see you later.
See you later.